What is up, every pony? It is Weird Alicorn, and I'm back today to read more of Close Bonds. We're going to be reading chapter 19, Just Another Day. Just another day, ba 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 ba. Just another day. Or however it goes, I don't exactly know how that song goes, but whatever. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, guys. I've been up all night. I haven't slept a wink since yesterday. And today it's just like, I don't know what I'm running on at this point. Pure nervous energy, I guess. But yeah, I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth during this reading. It's totally off the cuff today because I don't feel like putting in any effort. But I'll try to plow through this. So I hope you manage to stick with me. Anyway, here we go. This is going to be fucking crazy today, I can tell. Close Bonds, chapter 19. Okay, who are we starting off with? I guess it's gonna be, someone. I don't know. Ivan, can you come here for a moment? You yawn, stretching your arms over your head before you rise from Lyra's office chair and approach Sweetheart. Oh, Sweetheart, okay. Yeah, you say, a little groggily. She motions for you to sit in, or lean in close, and you do so. She whispers into your ear. Can you give Rainbow a bath today? She hasn't taken one in days, and she's starting to stink. Ew. Lately, ever since you were up and working again, Sweetheart, or whichever nurse is taking care of Rainbow, always asks you to do any task that requires touching Rainbow in any way that might seem intimate. Why? Is this hospital completely, full of incompetent nurses and doctors? Like, they can't touch their own patients without feeling weird about it? Oh, that's weird. You're really not sure if they're just uncomfortable with doing it, as it is part of their job, right? Or if they're conspiring to tease either of you in a strange way. Either way, that's fucked up. What? This is the worst hospital ever. Upon hearing Sweetheart's request, you smirk, choking back a laugh. Alright, so which shower do I use? The one you usually use for yourself. And also, make sure to get a covering of Rainbow's cast. They're in the supply closet next to my office, in case you didn't know. Okay. I like the way it's spelled. Okay. It's like Mr. Mackay from South Park. Okay. Gotcha. You say, tucking that little piece of information away in your brain for later use. Apparently Ivan's a cyborg. Heading out now? Yeah, in a few minutes, she answers, glancing at the wall clock. Gonna see if I can catch my kids before they go off to school today. We're supposed to be doing a little family trip this weekend. Just wanted to make sure they remembered to come straight home. You shuffle your feet idly. Alright. Don't want to keep you any longer, so have fun this weekend. Thank you. You too. She smiles before trotting off towards the main office. You watch her leave. Staring at them flanks, Ivan? And then you look around. Lyra isn't there yet, which is surprising as she's usually about 15 minutes early, even though you two have the same hours. You were never exactly an early riser, so the only reason you're even up right now is because you're used to having to account for the time it takes to walk here. That's right, he's staying at the hospital, isn't he? Which is a problem that, as of recently, you haven't had to face. Yeah, you've been sleeping in the hospital bed with Rainbow for the whole week. That's cramped and uncomfortable. Apparently your house is still an evidence zone in the case against Scootaloo's dad. As if they couldn't and haven't already taken photo evidence of the whole damn place. I know, right? I mean, shouldn't the police give you some kind of compensation for taking over your house as a crime scene? I don't know. I don't know how that works in real life. Which brings you back to the tale of your own case. Oh, we're having a flashback, I guess. Who the hell is this talking? It's okay. Okay. I haven't done her. She hasn't been a character yet. Okay. Let's see. What voice should I do for her? And by doing so, I managed to prove that your actions fit the criteria of Ponyville's they have a stand your ground law in Ponyville. Oh my god. They fit the criteria of Ponyville's stand your ground law, saving you from what could have been weeks of unneeded hassle that most likely would have produced the same results. The only thing you're going to have to watch out for is civil suits, as the law doesn't specify on that. Though, I think that if Mr. I attacked an element of harmony in an alcoholic-induced rage did try to sue you, he wouldn't have much luck getting a jury on his side. Okay. Your eyebrows remained raised in an unchanging expression of being impressed. Wow, Derpy, I never realized that my mailman was such an intelligent lawyer. Rarity gives you a look that suggests you shouldn't have gone with that choice of words. But Derpy doesn't seem to mind. She's Derpy. She doesn't know what the hell's going on, does she? Well, thanks. Yeah, I studied to be a private defense attorney. Is this Phoenix Wright all of a sudden? Derpy Hooves, ace attorney? Uh, um, yeah, I studied to be a private defense attorney. But I suppose that this, she points to her lazy eye, doesn't exactly give off an aura of intelligence. Aside from Rarity, not many ponies want to hire me. Immediately after saying this, her business-like gaze becomes a wide grin. But hey, I'm happy with the way things are now. That's all that matters, right? Her optimism is infectious. I would think so, too. You chuckle and then turn to Rarity. Thanks for hooking me up here, Rarity. I owe you one. She brushes it off with a wave of her hoof. Don't mention it, Ivan. It should only be expected from the element of generosity herself. Besides, what are friends for? I'm just glad that I ran into Fluttershy on her way to meet you at the hospital. Her lips curve up slightly. I'd know that word look anywhere. I can't do Rarity. Rarity is not a voice I will be able to do anytime soon. You smirk. Fluttershy. In spite of all that's happened, she still took at least 5 pens and a towel from the hospital. Oh, yeah. I forgot that Fluttershy is a kleptomaniac. Ah, oh, Jesus. You earned some chuckles for your joke. That wasn't even a joke, though. He was just telling it plain and simple. Fluttershy is a fucking kleptomaniac for some god-awful reason. I don't want to know why. Ugh. You finish your cup of tea, then rise to your feet. I should probably go now. I want to get back to the hospital before the painkillers wear off, and I've been meaning to check on the mail today. And I'm running out of italicized letters for this flashback segment. I thought they didn't give you any painkillers, Rarity questions. I brought my own. Pinky seems to keep them. What? Wait, what? What? Pinky just keeps painkillers? She popping like fucking Vicodin like it's Halloween candy or something? No wonder she's always like crazy. What the hell? Oh man, okay. So apparently Pinky just has a stock supply of painkillers, of ibuprofen or whatever. You shake your head, clearing your mind of the daydream. You remember that you're supposed to be doing something, but you can't remember exactly what, because you were remembering something when you were remembering something else remembering. There were so many rememberings in that sentence. Oh yeah, Rainbow needs a bath. It's like he's talking about her like she's like a fucking pet or something. You open your brain's file cabinets, as he's a cyborg, like I said, shuffling around a bit before coming to a little bit of information that tells you what you need to know about bathing a little blue Pegasus with a broken wing. That was a really odd sentence. It's so bizarre. What is this like metaphor of him like looking for file cabinets in his brain? Just like an odd representation of the abstract concept of thought. Make sure to get a covering for Rainbow's cast. They're in the supply cabinet next to my office in case you didn't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was only like a couple paragraphs ago. I think I can remember that. Anyway, you're off to the supply cabinet, lickety-split. You pull out your key, using it to unlock the wooden double doors. Lo and behold, your prize, a box of plastic cast wraps, is just under eye level. You take it, then close the cabinet back up and lock it. A faint click sounds, leaving you satisfied that the door is shut and inaccessible to anyone but medical staff. That was a very odd attention to detail right there. Whatever. You meander back. Like, what is he just wandering through the hallways, completely lost, skipping along with a fucking flower in his hand? You meander back to Rainbow's room, glancing at the certain door that seemed to have caused a lot of conflict over the past few days. You brush past it, soon coming to your destination. And then, oh, we got more Equish. We haven't had Equish in a while, have we? Fuck. Alright. Anyway, it says 405. You knock 3 times lightly, pushing open the door without even bothering to wait for a response. As you step inside, you're not greeted by Rainbow Dash, who's wearing a pair of earbuds and seems to be fixated on your iPod. Okay. Shoutouts to Apple. Shoutouts. Of course. You walk up and sit on the side of the bed. The pony notices you and her eyes dart in your direction for a split second, but other than that, she pays you no heed. You set the box of plastic wrappings on the nightstand before pulling one of the loosely placed earbuds out of her ear and placing it in your own. A familiar tune plays itself out. Okay, what are they listening to this time, huh? They got lyrics here, I guess. My girl, my girl. Oh, this is what's that band? Nirvana. What's that band? I couldn't remember Nirvana. All right. I know this song. Nah, I'm not even gonna break out my guitar. I don't even know where the hell my guitar is today. Here we go. I'll try to sing this. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Okay, there we go. That was my Kurt Cobain impression, I guess. Didn't think you were into... Oh, what am I saying? Okay. Didn't think you'd enjoy Nirvana, you state plainly, nodding to the beat as the semi-scratchy but nevertheless amazing voice of Kurt Cobain fills your head. I'm starting to get into Earth music, she says, swiping her hoof across the iPod. Wait, how would that work? Aren't like... Because iPod screens are like touch sensitive, but if you have hooves, then that wouldn't... Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of like real horses. I'm thinking of real ponies. They don't even have like normal hooves. Their limbs are just marshmallows essentially. Anyway, swiping her hoof across the iPod screen, you look over her shoulder to see what she's doing, and get a behind view of what looks like Indiana Jones jumping off the side of a platform. Temple Run? Really? Really? You shake your head. Wow, okay. Hello, 2012. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Damn it, Ivan, you made me die. She socks you in the arm before turning back to the game. Humans run weird. A cheap flash animation isn't exactly the best representation, but okay. Whatever, I don't even know what you just said. Yeah, which she wouldn't. She sets the iPod down to look at you. Hey, you think you could help me find a song? I don't know what it's called, and I can't really remember any of these words. Or read any of these words. Too bad you're not as smart as Apple Bloom, you jab at Rainbow. She knows English, she can probably read most of this. You receive another light punch, then pick up the small device. What song are you looking for? You ask, scrolling through the music library. She puts a hoof to her chin. I think it goes like... It takes her a moment to recall. Something unpredictable, but in the end is... Time of Your Life. Oh god, am I gonna have to sing this again? Ugh. This song keeps coming up. You quickly come to the T's and tap the screen. The song begins with the familiar finger picking at the beginning of the not sure if it's intentional fuck. What? Oh, okay. I think he's talking about the opening of the song where he says fuck in the beginning when he messes up the intro. Listen to the song, guys. You know, "Time of Your Life" by Green Day. I'm not even gonna bother singing it again. You know the song. I sang it in the first chapter of this series. Anyway, just wondering, you say as the intro nears its end. How did you know that song? You used to play it all the time before you had your little mental breakdown. Wait, when was this? She gives you a look. Don't you remember me singing it with you? You know. You simply acknowledge it with an, oh yeah, As the melody plays, you take a walk down memory lane. This song really has a lot of history with you. It has a lot of history with me and this whole channel. It's the song that got me my first subscribers. Anyway, you have to take a deep breath when it ends. You take out your earbud and Rainbow's as well, right as the song starts. Alright, we should probably be getting you ready. She raises an eyebrow. Ready? Oh, that's right, you forgot to tell her. Yeah, sweetheart wanted me to give you a bath today. Oh, man. It just sounds wrong when you say it like that. What happened to all the sexy nurses and the sponge baths? What hospitals don't do that anymore? What is this? She frowns. How does she expect me to do that with my wing like this? It would get in the way when I'm trying to clean myself. The realization dawns on her as she sees your grin. No, you're gonna give me a bath? Yep. Why, is that a problem? Problem? God, I can't talk. Her frown deepens into a scowl. Isn't a frown and a scowl the same? Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, I don't want you giving me a bath. You raise an eyebrow, smiling. And why not? We take showers together all the time at home. What's the difference? Ivan. She folds her forelegs across her chest. There's a fine line between giving some pony a bath and taking it with them. Is that like the fine line between peeing in a pool and peeing into the pool? Location, location, location. Okay, and can you tell me why you don't want to cross that line? She turns her head away, and a low mutter comes from her. You know why. You shake your head. Sorry, I don't think I do. Stop being an idiot, she growls. No, seriously, I don't know what you're referring to. What you're referring to? Who talks like that? Anyway. It's because of all the jokes you play on me, alright? You flinch back at her outburst. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on a second here. Since when have I been playing jokes on you? I like that. I like to imagine that's how Ivan talks now. He's like very over the top. You want me to give you an example? It has to be recent. Alright, she says, somewhat victorious tone in her voice. How about yesterday, when you were helping me put on my shirt? What happened then? You question, honestly trying to remember. You kept making me put my head through the foreleg holes. Okay. You attempt to hide your face as you chuckle, recalling the memory. Rainbow was kind of cranky yesterday, so you decided if you were going to have to put up with her attitude, you were going to deserve it. Rainbow is unamused. You shake your head. Sorry, Dashie. It won't happen again. She looks at you skeptically. How can I be sure of that? I promise. Pinky promise. You glance around the room, nervously. Look, I don't want Pinky to suddenly pop out of nowhere and try to sell me drugs. What? What? I was just making a joke about the Vicodin earlier. Is this what the story's going for now? Is this canon? Is this real life? Am I dead yet? What is this? What? Pinkie Pie selling drugs on the corner of the street to Ivan, popping out of nowhere with her fucking painkiller pills. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. That's something else. Okay. Pinky the Pill Popper. That's her new alias, I guess. even Rainbow can't believe it. What? Just never mind. You dismiss it with a wave of your hand. Okay, I promise not to play any pranks on you. Still, how can I be sure? You sigh, because when you're not injured, you're pretty scary. She thinks about this for a moment. Alright. You turn the other way. Otherwise, when you're crippled, you're helpless, and it's cute in a funny kind of way. What? Nothing. You turn your back to her. Here. We should probably go do it now. You need any help getting off the bed? No, I'm fine, she refuses stubbornly. A few grunts, curses, a thud, and a whimper later, you ask again. All right, she groans, rubbing the exposed part of her wing. You grab her by the waist, hoisting her off the bed and setting her on her hooves on the tiled hospital floor. You smile down at her. See? Much easier, right? You get another bruise on your leg to add to your collection. Jesus. Ivan, you might want to rethink this relationship. It's kind of a domestic abuse at this point. What is this? Okay, so that was a time skip, I guess. Breaking the text at least. Goddamn. Stop starting off with quotes that I don't know who's talking. I guess this is Rainbow. Damn. How did you ever even get your... Oh, wait, that's Ivan. Damn, how did you ever even get your cast in the wing slit? Rainbow grunts as you tug on her shirt, jolting her whole body slightly. I don't know, you're the one who put it on. You tell me. A bit more pulling and the sliding of her hooves on the tiles, and the Chinese Pegasus trap slips off. Chinese Pegasus. Oh my god, this story's so whack. Finally, Dash mutters. Now, what about my cast? Sweetheart said not to get it wet. That's why the very same pony told me to bring these, you proclaim, introducing the box of cast wraps. We'll just cover your wing with one of these and you'll be ready to take your bath. She sighs. Alright, no point in waiting. Put it on. You pull out one, opening the mouth and bringing it over her cast. Once it's all the way on, you gently tug on the string, tightening it until it's snug on her wing. While Rainbow tries out the new wrapping, waving it around in the air, you run the bath. Okay, you say after a few minutes, swishing your hand around in the warm water. Bath's ready. She trots up, again attempting to do the task of climbing into the slippery ceramic bowl by herself. That was a cool, slippery ceramic. That's a cool, alliteration. Anyway, before she ends up breaking her teeth, however, you grab hold of her from behind and lift her over the brim. She squirms a bit, scowling at you once she's settled down on her flank. You didn't have to do that. I know I didn't, but I'll let you run the water, since I don't know how you like it. A minute passes while Rainbow tries to adjust the water temperature to her liking, and you look at the various types of shampoos. You really can't tell the difference between... Oh god. Neutrogena? Neutrogena? Oh my gosh. Oh. This story is gonna kill me. Neutrogena and alfalfa parf? Oh my gosh. Aside from the fact that one smells like cherries and the other supposedly smells like cucumbers, but hey, you're not a woman or a mare. You settle on just getting an armful and setting them down one by one on the side of the tub. Rainbow stops the water and leans forward in a prone position, watching you do this until you get the last bottle. You pull up a small stool. Here, I don't know what you like, so just pick one. She brushes a stray lock of wet mane out of her eyes, then leans forward to scrutinize the small print on each bottle. There is no conditioner here, and they're all mane shampoos. Celestia, damn it. That's an awkward curse right there. Celestia, damn it. I mean, okay. Look, it's just a bath. We're not a beauty salon. I know that, but I can't wash my coat with mane shampoo. You groan audibly. Ugh, you know, earlier you seemed perfectly fine with not even taking a bath. She shakes her head. Not really. I actually felt kind of gross. I just never mentioned it because I didn't think I'd get to clean myself. Damn it, Rainbow, why do you have to argue over every little thing? Do you argue? What? Do you have to argue over every little thing? She jabs a hoof at you. Just get off your ass and grab a bottle of conditioner and coat soap. It's not that hard. Oh god. Oh man, okay. Sorry, I had like something in my throat there. You roll your eyes, muttering to yourself under your breath. Rainbow. Conditioner. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You open the cabinet of soaps. Upon realizing that there are various brands of each type, you call out, which brands do you want? Will certain types burn your mane off or something? Just pick any, I'm not that picky. Not that picky, good lord. You grab 2 bottles and a bar of soap, then walk back over to the tub. You set all 3 on the edge. Good? She glances at them, then nods. Good. You sigh, happy to finally have the complications out of the way. Rainbow seems to get by now that, like everything else, you're going to do this for her. She dunks her head under the water, getting her mane all nice and wet, then lets you slather on the shampoo. You run your hands through her polychrome mane, untangling every strand of hair you can until her whole head is nice and sudsy. Sudsy, is that a word? Sudsy? Rinse, you order. Again, she submerges herself, waiting for some moments before breaking the surface of the water and tilting her head back so as not to let the droplets into her eyes. The small display honestly reminds you of a dolphin. I can't do a dolphin noise, especially with the way her back is arched. You pour a glob of conditioner onto your open palm, then repeat what you did with the shampoo. All the while, Rainbow quietly sits in her dolphin pose. Her dolphin pose, okay, whatever. In short time, you move on to her body, mixing the coat shampoo and bar soap together in your hands. You start with her neck and shoulders, and then slowly move on to her knees and toes, gently rubbing the area and doing the same. That wasn't in the story, I'm just fucking with you guys. Gently rubbing the area and doing the same as you come down to the little matted tuft of fur on her chest. You smile when you feel her leaning into your touch, her lips curving up into a pleasured smile of her own. What is this getting? Is this getting cloppy all of a sudden? You continue down, tracing your right hand over the curve of her spine, while your left rubs her belly. She gives a happy moan, apparently quite pleased with the job you're doing. You take both hands and then place them on her hips as a warning, but more so in asking permission for what you're about to do. She doesn't move, so you take that as her consent and begin caressing her haunches. She doesn't moan this time, simply flicking her tail a little at first as you move down to her cutie marks on her lower legs, making sure to clean out every nook and cranny. After finishing everything down to her hooves, you realize that there's something you forgot. Oh, alright, it's her wings. I thought he was gonna say like her vagina or something. Hey man, you gotta clean that shit out. Can't go walking around smelling a fish all day, can you? Hey Dash, could you spread your wing for me? A poof sounds as her wing stiffens out, fully erect. This is really getting uncomfortable. The combined speed of her wing opening and the wetness of her feathers makes it sound almost like a crack, and a spray of liquid is sent in every direction. You're a little questioning about it, but decide not to comment. Instead, you run your fingers gently through the delicate appendage, paying careful attention to her quills so as not to snap any of them. You very lightly touch the base of her wing, letting her brace herself before cleaning that area. You massage it very tenderly at the base of the wings and the wing pits themselves. Wait, what? You massage it very tenderly, as the base of the wings and the wing pits themselves are the most sensitive parts of a Pegasus's aviary limbs, and are usually only touched by his or her most trusted relations. What, like her uncle or something? That sounds weird. You're soon finished with cleaning her wings. You splash some bath water onto the undersides of her feathers, then tell her, alright, done. You can fold your wing back. She just sits there, unmoving. You roll your eyes. Dash? I can't rinse you off with your wings stuck out like that. Pull it back in. She still does nothing, her eyes closed and unresponsive to your actions. And then, it's then that you notice something's off. Hot, heavy breaths escape her nostrils, and her cheeks are tinted a shade of pink. Hesitantly, you reach out to her. Dash, are you alright? Her head snaps to you as soon as you make the connection with her shoulder. You nearly jump, almost frightened of what she might be thinking of doing, wondering if you did something. Her eyes, slightly slitted, stare straight into yours. As her gaze burns into you, you try to read it, finding nothing except the radiating heat of lust? Oh shit. She's still in her estrus period. God. And suddenly it's clop, guys. It's clop all of a sudden. Yeah. So we got NSFW here. If you guys don't like you don't like sex, who doesn't really? Who doesn't like sex? But I mean, if you're uncomfortable hearing me talk about sex and reading sex between pony and human, then now's the time to skip ahead in the video. I guess I'll put some kind of indicator on when the NSFW stops. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, let's get on with the clap. She whips around and bites your hand, not hard, but enough to draw forth a yelp. You yank your hand back and she giggles. She hasn't had sex in 3 days. Says, "Jeez, man, she's really starved, isn't she? Fuck, 3 days. That's like 20 years." God. As you recall, the last estrus that happened, she almost went insane. You gulp. She's panting now, her tongue hanging out of the side of her mouth as she leans over closer. You're confused, not sure whether to feel aroused or afraid. Afraid? What? Your lips connect and she pulls you into a deep kiss. When she's finally done, she backs off. Oh, she pulls back. I'm just making up words now. When she's finally done, she pulls back, hoof on your chin, staring at you with the sexiest bedroom eyes you've ever seen. Yep, definitely aroused. But this really isn't the place to be doing this. Hey, Dash, you stutter, trying to form your jumbled thoughts into coherent speech, much as I'm trying to do. She giggles as you do so. We really can't be... She puts a hoof to your lips, silencing you. Come on, Ivan. Who's gonna know? As in your state of mind, her argument is very compelling. However, the thought of being fired for such activities also finds audience in your head. Before you can voice your response, however, she follows up with more seductions. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy touching me all over like that. I felt you rubbing my teats and grabbing my cutie marks. Don't deny it, Ivan. She smirks coyly. I know I enjoyed it. Okay, Dash, okay. You open your mouth silently. How can you not open your mouth? Is it like a popping noise otherwise? Completely forgetting what your retort was. She takes the chance to continue with her advances. And that wing massage you gave me? She crosses her hooves on the edge of the bath and rests her head on them, looking wistfully into the air. That was so... Dash, as much as I'd love to rut the living fuck out of you right now, I can't. You finally get in. If anyone finds out, more than likely I'll get fired. You sigh, honestly wishing you weren't at work. She stops for a moment, genuinely thinking over your dilemma. Suddenly her eyes light up, a smile taking over her face. Well, sweetheart told you to clean me. She turns around as much as possible, moving your tail to the... Oh, jeez. Once again, I was only saying it as a joke, but now they're actually going there. Okay, fine. Why not? Sure. Wash her fucking vagina. Why not? She turns around as much as possible, moving her tail to the side and revealing her swollen marehood. Missed a spot. Somehow this little loophole manages to fly in your head. You use your left hand to grab her flank and widen her slit, then stick 2 fingers into her open hole. She cries out for a second before quickly covering her mouth upon remembering that it's only supposed to be cleaning, quote unquote. It's not hard to slip 3, 4, and then even your whole hand. Jeez, fisting her. Giving her that fist. Merry fist, Miss Dash. It's not hard to slip 3, 4, and then your whole hand into her pussy due to all the soap. You pump your fist back and forth inside of her, while she lets out muffled moans of delight into her forehoof. She lowers her upper body close to the water, leaving her rump stuck into the air as you fist her. You immediately grab her ass, eliciting a borderline yelp from the rainbow pony as you dig your fingers into her toned flesh. You can tell that she's on the edge. You bring your hand almost all the way to her hot pussy and stop for a moment, teasing her right on the brink of her orgasm. She looks back at you, an exasperated scowl on her face. What are you doing? Come on. You relish the moment. Tracing small circles. I can't talk. You relish the moment, tracing small circles around her puffy lips as she continues to writhe. Just as she opens her mouth to say something again, you plunge all the way back into her, making sure to include a good portion of your wrist in this one. God damn. She silently screams. I just can't, guys. I can't. She silently screams. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. Her mirror hood tightening around your hand as she rides out her orgasm. You wiggle your fingers around for a bit, making sure to add to the little bit of bliss she's experiencing. Finally, she loosens from around your hand, releasing you. As you pull out, your fist exits her vagina with an audible sucking sound. Thin strands of mare juice still connecting the two of you. You stroke her mane with your clean hand, also making sure that she doesn't somehow fall over and drown in the bathtub. Feeling better, Dash? She nods, looking quite content. Her eyes light up in concern. What about you? You look down. There's a visible bump in your jeans, a result of your earlier erotic actions. It doesn't look to be quelled anytime soon and feels real tight inside the confines of your undergarments. God, what the fuck is this diction going on here? Automatically, Rainbow lifts herself up and props her body over the edge of the tub, beginning to already unzip your what? Beginning to already? Beginning to already? What the fuck? Beginning already to unzip your pants. You chuckle to yourself, shaking your head. Does this even count as cleaning anymore? I'd say cleaning the works. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Yeah, you waxing that banana, unclogging the drains. You know what I'm saying? Got one of them. They can clop half chubs. You know what I'm saying, man? She stops her work on freeing your lower area to offer you a smirk. I'm cleaning your dick. It counts. She moves back down, starting on the button now. Besides, she says through gritted teeth, I can't just let you go out like this. You need to return the favor. It's not long before your boner pops out, standing proud and tall over the wild plains. What? Your little Pegasus leans over it, placing a hoof on each thigh and gives it a long lick from top to bottom. Your mind buzzes with activity as an electric feeling travels up and down your dick and continues around your crotch area. She does this again, starting from the middle instead this time, before opening her maw wide and engulfing your penis in her mouth. You nearly buck your hips straight into her throat from the feeling. Luckily, she does this for you, managing to slowly go lower and lower until she has your whole schlong inside of her. Whole schlong. Okay. You feel your tip touch the back of her throat and wonder how she doesn't choke. She starts to swallow, causing you to groan with pleasure at the feeling of her throat constricting around the tip of your dick. She's talented at this shit, that's for sure. She gives a good head. What can you say? Ever so painstakingly slow, she draws her head up, making sure to drag her tongue all the way up, just before her lips, drawing a circle around your urethra before repeating the same motion downwards. She does this for some time. Eventually, you feel the pressure begin to build up and decide to warn her before you release your load. Dash, I'm gonna come. I feel like some lame voice actor for a hentai or something doing this shit. She takes this as a signal to begin bobbing your head up and down incredibly fast. You grunt, unable to hold it in any longer as a warmth explodes from the tip of your dick, emptying your load into her cheeks. She stops, holding still and sucking you as you continue to pump more and more sperm into her mouth. Finally, the wave of ecstasy ends, and Rainbow pulls herself out of your not-so-hard-anymore member. Tilting her head back to swallow. Okay. You sigh, basking in the content feeling of being sucked off, and watch as your seed slides down her throat. She lets out a satisfied cum dripping off the edge of her mouth as she does so. She smiles slyly. You like? You nod, waiting for your boner to subside completely before you pull your pants back up. I like. Me likey. Anyway, fuck. No. Okay. Yeah, that just happened, guys. That escalated quickly. Anyway, we're back. For all of you who wanted to skip the sex scene, we're back. We're back with more antics, I guess. Anyway, from here on, it's safe for Wuna. So, yeah, let's continue on. At 3 o'clock, your shift ended. At 3:15, you and Lyra walked to the post office together, talking about things as you went. So, Ivan, I noticed you were 10 minutes late today. Oh, Lyra, don't even fucking start. After the post office, you went to Sugar Cube Corner to pick up some donuts and pills. Why is this a thing? Why is Pinkie Pie selling pills on the side? Ugh, I don't get it. Then to the market to see if you could find something good to drink. There was a snack vendor selling beverages, so you ended up with a 6-pack of grape soda in your right hand, that purple drank though, and a box of donuts in your left, and some letters and a bottle of pills in your pocket. Sounds like a song or something. I got a bottle of pills in my pockets, and it's make me gonna go off like a rocket. Cause I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm tired. Can you tell, guys? I'm tired. Cause I am. It is now about 4:15. Lyra went on her way home a ways back, leaving you to return to the hospital alone. You step through the front door, noting that Cream's position at the counter has been filled by a new receptionist. You flash her a grin and she nods her head. Walking down the halls, you manage to get a passing glance at Scootaloo. She often comes here to visit her father around this time, since she gets out of school at about the same time you get off of work. It's not unusual that the two of you will pass by each other, doing the awkward eye avoidance routine. Every time you've wanted to stop her in her tracks and make her listen to you, yet you're well aware of how fresh the whole situation is, and know that even acknowledging her could hinder the process of gaining back the bond between the... Oh, you get it? It's close bonds! Of regaining that bond the two of you shared. It's close bonds. Right now, it takes willpower not to just walk up to her and say, "Hey, Scoots, party in Rainbow's room, donuts and grape soda. You in?" But with the thought of pissing her off coming to your mind, you manage. You make it to the door with the number 405 printed in black equish on the front of it, and with some difficulty due to your full hands, turn the brass knob and push it open. Ivy? Ivy? Ivysaur? Who is this talking? I don't know who this is. It sounds like Pinky, because she'd be the one to say Ivy. Ivy? You hear as you step inside 2 mares, one blue and one pink, sit on opposite ends of the bed, positioned as if they were in conversation before you got there. "Hey, you two," you greet, sitting down between them and putting the snacks on the bed beside you. Dinner is served. Both ponies lean over the junk food, taking their picks before going back to their spots and snacking. Pulling the tab of the soda can with a fizz, I guess with a psss, however soda cans sound when you open them up. You sip some of your drink, then take a mid-sized bite out of your glazed donut. All 3 of you just sit there, munching on your donuts and simply enjoying each other's company. You're glad that Rainbow and Cream, I guess. Oh, okay. It was Cream. It wasn't Pinkie Pie. Okay, sure. You're glad that Rainbow and Cream hit it off so well. It's nice to have a third person to bounce out the levels of crazy in the room. You feel a soft nuzzling on your neck. This prompts you to turn and give Rainbow a quick kiss on the lips. It's a little more than a peck, but you still taste a hint of chocolate and can't help but smile. Your little Pegasus has been rather affectionate lately, likely her little way of showing her thanks for helping her all this time. "These donuts are great, Ivan. Where'd you get 'em?" You and Rainbow both snap your heads around to Cream, startled out of your starry-eyed reverie. Just totally annoying. The third wheel. I can't talk. Cream is the third wheel in this situation, I guess. She's finishing her first donut, about to move on to her second. You blink. "Oh, faithful Sugar Cube Corner customer." She licks the bottom of her hooves, then takes a swig of grape juice, and I just realized how gross it is that ponies eat the way they do, like with their hooves and shit, because they stand on them, so they're bound to be like super dirty and stuff. So, it's like walking around on your hands all day and then eating a pizza or something with them. She licks the bottom of her hooves, then takes a swig of grape juice, and starts on the sprinkled pastry. A glance passes between you and the multi-chromed pony. Can't you just say Rainbow? We know that she's a fucking multi-chromed pony or whatever. Just say Rainbow. You don't need to think of all these new nouns for her or whatever. Uh, Someone's hungry, you mumble just loud enough for Cream to hear. She scowls at you, setting down her donut and licking a few stray sprinkles out of her snout. If you don't want me to eat, then don't get such good food. Well then, it's a good thing you're going for the next food run when we run out. Okay. Let me try that again. Well then, it's a good thing you're going for the next food run when we run out. You say, gesturing to the nearly empty husk of a donut box. Out of the 10 donuts you originally bought, 3 remain. 10 donuts? Don't you usually get them in like dozens or whatever? To be fair, I took out 4, Rainbow says through a full mouth. You look at her, then back and forth between the two mares and shake your head. Cream grin Cream grins devilishly. I think you're just a late eater, Ivan. You've barely touched your first donut. Rainbow rolls her eyes. Tell me about it. I keep telling this kid he needs to gain weight. You groan, the two mares laughing at your expense. You're just kidding, Ivan. Come on, she says, giving you a hug. Cream does the same, and soon you're trapped between the two of them. Hey. Where is this going? Hey, what's this? Hey, what's this? You hear Rainbow say. You feel a hoof grope your butt, and it isn't until after you jokingly sit on her hoof that you realize that there's actually letters in your back pocket. Oh yeah, I stopped by the post office today, you say, sitting up and grabbing the letters. The little Pegasus takes this chance to quickly yank her hoof away. You dumbass, she growls. You nearly crushed my hoof. And you said I need to gain weight. You start sifting through the mail, tossing the already obviously unimportant things to the side as you go. Ivan, wait, Cream insists. You stop and grabs the corner of the purple envelope with her teeth. Your eyes widen. Twilight already sent a letter back? You take it, noting that it's addressed more formally to you as Mr. Ivan Walczyk. I don't know how to say his last name. Don't make me try to say it anymore. I can't do it. I guess it's like, I don't know what that would be. It's some like Eastern European language or something, or like a Norwegian or something like that, or Ukraine or Russian. I don't know. You rip it open and pull out the letter, beginning to read as the two mares watch you earnestly. Dear Ivan, urgent news. We, Princess Celestia and myself, request that you come to Canterlot as soon as physically possible. All costs will be covered, and a room has been booked in Canterlot Castle for your arrival. They book out rooms in Canterlot? Was Canterlot Castle like a hotel or something? Holiday Inn? Your dear friend, Twilight. What? Rainbow can sense your uneasiness as she swipes the letter out of your hand. A few seconds later, she looks up. She has a look of complete and utter confusion. There we go. You take the letter in your hand, rereading it to make sure it's real. You look to the bottom of the parchment and realize that there's something you missed before Rainbow snatched the paper away from you. P.S. I know this seems a bit sudden and you're undoubtedly confused, but all will be explained. And then it's like crossed out here. It's like it's just much better that you hear this face to face. Tell Rainbow I'm sorry for what happened to her wing and I can't wait to see her. Come only when you feel that she's ready to travel, as I wouldn't want anything to aggravate her injuries any further. You look up, turning to Rainbow. She looks just the same as you feel, completely lost. What? Cream asks. Both of you turn to her, and she shrinks back slightly. What does it say? But we won't know what it says, because that's the end of the chapter. Anyway, that's what the author's note says. I passed the 2-week mark by 1 day. I have failed you all. Don't worry about it, Sneaky. I don't fucking update anything. So, you're doing better than me if you're doing every 2 weeks. I never fucking update any shit. I'm a lazy motherfucker. Once again, all thanks go to H.W. Rogers for proofreading. That guy, man, he's sticking with it. Gotta love that Rogers, though. That friendly neighborhood Mr. Rogers. That cardigan or whatever. I don't know what. I don't remember Mr. Rogers that much. Anyway, yeah. So that was that was me rambling on for, I don't know, how long is this? An hour? I don't know. If you stuck around this long, I guess you don't even care at this point, do you? I don't even care at this point. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I need to go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll edit this and I'll go to bed. And by edit, I mean I'll just fucking put it up on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. This has been Weird Alicorn. I love you all. Bye.